Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Ben the Human Plays Frostpunk. We're still working on the actuated heat dispatcher. We need to research that. But we're currently working on that. And then we will need to grant use agenda to the pilgrims at some point. I don't know how important that is considering they're only 6% of our population and they're slowly being disappeared by my secret police anyway. But yeah. So the stalwarts have expanded to the dense housing district. What should we have them do? Percentage of active workers? We're not really short on workers, I don't think. Heat stamps income is great. We have a plenty of guards, so I think more heat stamps is always welcome. We must spread the steward's wisdom. Let's go ahead and expand this area. We're short on housing right now. So let's go... I think we just expand it along the wall here. Have we expanded all of our other housing? I think we have. Yeah, because you all have buildings, as do you. You have been expanded but don't have a building in it. But I'm not certain we need that. This district has actually run out of resources, which is surprising. So let's go ahead and demolish it. We don't need it anymore. And then we can counter some of the material surplus lost. Although we're still at a positive because we shipped a bunch of materials back to the base. We're low on food. Weren't we working on another deep drill somewhere? Or did we only have the one deep drill? Let me see. Building. Ah! This is the deep drill that we were looking for. I don't think we can expand this far enough to incorporate... Like, if I wanted to expand you, yeah, we'd have to... You know, what'd be kind of cool is if you could, like, pull back a hexagon and move it elsewhere. But it kind of looks like the best course of action here is actually to just build a new district. And then incorporate this into it that way. And then build another deep drill, and then that'll help our food problem. You guys are. Do you have a deep drill? I guess you don't. You're just normal food districts. So. Oh, I've done this wrong. Oops. Hold on. Try this again. Ah, I see. I thought the blue was part of this district. It is not. There we go. That's exactly how you should do it. That way they kind of support each other from a heat distribution perspective. All right, still gaining goods, losing food, but we should address that shortly. Let's let this district be, this expansion be completed to see what our housing sits at after that, because we may need to frost break further to incorporate another housing district somewhere. But I'm kind of thinking, oh, once this guy is actually erased, we might be able to combine our housing districts a little better. Maybe like this. Like frost break all this out of here, and then we could kind of like encompass this whole region as more housing, maybe. Let's go take a peek in at the old dreadnought. How are things here? We're slightly low on housing. Have we expanded all of our housing options? We have not, but part of that is we haven't frost broken in any particular direction to be able to do that. You are already a long district, so let's go ahead and frost break. Have we frost broken? Hold on. Oh, we have. Okay, so let's... Yeah, expand this district here. And then we could frost break over this way. And just try to... Well... Oops. Frost break over this way and just kind of like... go out and around the industrial district so we don't have to worry about, what is it called? Squalor. Whiteout is coming, I think it's at 400. So very soon. We have loads of explorers. The rallies begin collapsing. Relations with the stalwarts have deteriorated? Excuse me? How did that happen? What's your problem? Have we not passed the councils in recess? I guess we'll have to work on that because that's actually fairly important, I think. What are you upset about?
Stewart.
Yeah, I didn't know I could do that. That I could promote them and publicly announce support for them. Obviously the pilgrims are like super pissed off, but you know. How's housing over here? It didn't really help much. I think it knocked 3 off of the housing problem. So we're definitely gonna have to build a new housing district here. Didn't I tell you guys to deconstruct this? I thought I did. Maybe I accidentally canceled it. Housing district. Go ahead and build like that. And then build over this way. And then we'll actually expand inward here. So that's good. Food is still being worked on. We'll build the deep drill as soon as that's ready, because we have to make up for these 2 food districts over here pretty quickly. We could expand out even further to start chewing through this other food. But I would like to see how the deep drill affects our resource consumption before I start committing to that. That seems like a lot. What is that, 410 maybe? Is when the whiteout's supposed to hit? It's a little weird because the whiteout indicator seems to like come and go randomly. Like, so it's on there right now, but before it wasn't, and I don't understand why that is. Okay, we have the food district running. We're now at a positive food, which is good. I would also like to construct deep drill, deep melting drill. It's going to increase squalor and increase materials demand, but very important to do so. Did you see there was a deep drill over here? Wait, what? You don't have a hole. Hold on. Yeah, what is this all about? I could build a deep drill in not a deep drill zone? That's weird. I don't understand that at all. Maybe it just like rapidly increases the amount of resources you're pulling out of a zone. Oh, somebody has something to say. Thank you. They have ideas. New law unlocked. Machine attendance. Machines will take over the burden of work from humans. Workplaces will be optimized for machines with workers relegated to maintenance roles. That actually sounds really awesome. You pledge to pass? Yeah, I could do that. The new work model. New laws available. The current law on the agenda goes beyond what the common citizens finds thinkable. It will be more difficult to pass than others, and once enacted, it will radicalize both for and against factions in your society. Wait, what does this do? Hold on. What's happening? I was hoping you would allow me to read about it. I guess we'll just let it happen. Drastic step towards progress. Is that a good thing? I don't want to look at the delegate. I want to look at the... Can I change the proposal? Oh, here we go. The standard work model. What does this do? Oh, workforce required by buildings and districts drastically decreases, or significantly decreases. That sounds great. Why would anybody be opposed to that? Now you don't have to work so dang hard. Unregulated labor organization. Production efficiency is decreased, but trust rises slightly. Most people are against that. Well, if I piss off the pilgrims by not giving them anything to vote for, whatever. there's such a small portion of the population. Let's see if 6 people can join these people. Easy peasy. Wasn't a lot, but they got enough. Pass at least 20 new laws in a single playthrough. Good job, me. Relations with the stalwarts improves, and trust rises. Huzzah! Look at that! Trust tension is absent. Obviously, the pilgrims are about to lose it.
People of the city, your council has voted.
Oh, mighty machine, keep us from dying in the cold. Oh God, we're creating the Adeptus Mechanicus. I'm scared. They won't stop even if this machine takes my head. What? The wildness. Oh, I keep forgetting to send my explorers out. I noticed this like 5 minutes ago and then didn't actually send anybody out. Repair the automatons blocked by the storm. Oh, the storm be coming. Oh, I didn't realize this. Ah, do we have to pull our people back, or will they come back on their own, or will they die if I don't bring them back? Looks like the dreadnought's actually going to be overwhelmed soon. That's kind of interesting. Before we unpause, let's check our material balances here. How is this go? So you're at 400. Meaning 40,000 will last you 100 weeks? Is that right? Let's try to balance this as much as we can here before the storm hits. Or max out as much as these guys can have. There. I'm pretty pleased with that, because it's going to cut off the dreadnought entirely. So, yeah, just keep sending as much as you can before things get cut off. But we should be okay on both ends of the spectrum, because I guess it depends on how long the whiteout is going to last, but I have to imagine the whiteout's going to last like 20 weeks or something like that. So call that good. We have the shelter necessary, so the dreadnought is fine. Let's go back to New London. We're still building this other food. Food is up and running now, right? The deep drill? Yes. And we're at 82 for food now. Tricky thing is...
Stupid.
I almost wonder if we shouldn't be building a bio-waste hothouse here. To just kind of like counteract this guy going offline. Because this one has a bio-waste hothouse. Oh, this one has a deep melting drill. Okay, so they're fine. They're just gonna run out of like normal food? Yes, okay, I understand. What's happening? Collateral damage, oh no! Stewart, a worker died in a gruesome accident involving a shredding press. No emergency shutdown was available since the machine attendance law mandated the removal of anything that would hinder efficiency. Okay, wait a minute. Bob tripped and the machine sucked him up, chomped him to bits. His screams, I'll never forget his screams, said a shocked witness. Then there was some kind of mechanical gurgle and the whole process went on as if nothing happened. After such an incident, some demand we add some safeguards to protect people. Emergency shutdowns. Machine attendance is less effective. Relations worsen with the New Londoners and the stalwarts. They may cause casualties, but they can handle... Yeah, we don't need to grind up people. Yeah, your guys are fine. It's fine. You can have some, you don't have to be ruthlessly efficient at everything. I'm walking this weird tightrope between being like super pro industry and also like, we don't have to kill everybody. Our population is mostly new. Well, we have a fair number of Frostlanders too, so we want to keep an eye on making sure the Frostlanders aren't super pissed off. The heat dispatcher should be done fairly soon. Oh, housing is back up to positive. That's great. Material surplus is really, really low. How? Oh, you know. Can you can change this to materials, right? Nope, prefabs. Do we just mine materials from the underground? This is tricky, because we're running out of, a lot of our extraction districts have already chewed through most of our resources here. Although we can do some expansion here. So let's expand this district. Get our hands on those resources over here. And then we will frost break this guy out. Might as well do, you know, the whole thing. And then we'll have to work on, like, efficiency stuff. Alright, we've actually hit a negative materials surplus. So let's put people back to work here. Get our materials back up and running. Why is this guy's, like, at 0? Is it because we're expanding the district? That wouldn't shock me. Oops. Well, they're already at, like, 0 anyway, so it can't be that bad. Really high on progress there, though. 98, 99.
Machines are irreplaceable. You are not.
I like how that's the opposite of how most people talk about it. The New Londoners, happy with my decision to finish research. Machines are irreplaceable and you are not. That is technically true in this world, is the machines are very rare. And the people we can make more of. Oh my god, that's so great. Let's see here. Hubs? Maintenance hub? What's this? How will we increase our material efficiency? Like I wanna reduce the amount of materials that things are working towards. Does that make sense? Or it requires? Communal parenthood. Parents will give away their children to that's awful. Dedicated motherhood. Population, we don't really need population growth. Guard immunity, it's not really what I'm looking for. It's probably resources, right? Waste heat, automated workforce. Didn't we just get that? Advanced hothouses, composites factory. We should probably look at that because or sawmills. What are the difference here? Untreated sawmills, material output, takes heat, and workers. Then we have the mechanized sawmill. Less workers, more material, but a lot higher heat demand. That's usually the trade-off between those two. So that's a one way to get more materials. What's the composites factory do? Materials again. Oh, it takes oil. Oh, that's an interesting trade-off. Huh. I think I'd rather do sawmills, though. And I kind of like the idea of the untreated sawmill, because our workforce requirement is already being relaxed by the mechanized thing. And we can offset disease, and heat demand being lower is always a good thing. So I think let's do the untreated sawmills so we can start to counteract some of this material, you know, shortage we're going to have in the relatively near future. Yeah, and I'm afraid to send my explorers out now because the storm be coming. What if we do this over here? Ridgeline? It's dangerous. Or maybe out here? Mountains? Oh, is the storm coming from 2 directions? No. I imagined that. Plains? More mountains? That one's dangerous, though. Okay, let's do these mountains. And then let's do the high... We don't have enough people. Let's do these plains, then. Have fun. Good luck, everybody. Disabled. Ah! Okay, so our people just came back because it was disabled. That's cool. I'm glad that they just did it that way. Rather than... you not? Well, whatever. I thought they were working on that. Apparently not. This one being cut off is actually going to be a major problem because we're fairly reliant on that as far as materials go. Squalor is fairly high. It's increased by marginally... increased marginally by machine-centric shifts, significantly by generator buildings, and then significantly by deep melting drills. So let's get another moss filtration tower. If we can. We can in 2 districts, actually. So why don't we just throw it down out here. Kabam. Alright, I think we're pretty well prepared for the whiteout to hit. It's fairly close. We're at week 382, and I'm gonna guess it's gonna hit right before 410, and then it's gonna come out of the whiteout when this temperature increase comes back at 430. I call it 435. So we're gonna have to live for 1, 2, 30 weeks without being able to trade stuff around. Verna Watts, inventor, building a pet cat. The elders will love this little guy in the care facility, a mechanical cat that wants for nothing in return. Doesn't need to be fed, doesn't need to be cleaned, but it gives eternal attention and love. At least as long as the steel doesn't rust. Perhaps I'll cover it with seal fur to encourage pets. Not that it needs them. I'll name him Buster. Don't you guys want robotic pets? This sounds like a perfect world. How wonderful. Robotic cats. What will they think of next? Alright, Dreadnought, still doing fine. Stockpile is full. Stockpile is full. Stockpile is full. So we've actually maxed out all of the materials here. So why don't we set you to 0. Oh, never mind. Set you to 59. So you're not negative. But don't waste any positive stuff that we could be keeping in New London here. There we go. Set it like that. Call it good. I don't know if there's really anything else we need to be doing in the Dreadnought from like a building perspective or anything like that. So let's go back to New London here. Squalor is diminishing now that we have the Moss Tower in place. Great news. Stockpile will be filled in 3 days.
Stupid.
By your leave, supply run. Steward, the Pilgrims have decided to send their strongest travelers out before the whiteout to search the surrounding area for supplies. With their parkas as their shield, they intend to walk the Frostland unscathed, united under one tent, guided by their prophet's visions. They don't appear to be asking. Yeah, I mean, goodbye. Like, I don't don't care. Honestly, letting them leave the city might be good for, like, overall, you know, stability, right? It took 10,000 of our food, which is kind of rough. But we're gaining a lot of food here. And our stockpile of material is full. So we can actually draw down the people working in this district now. Honestly, drop it until it's a slight negative. That's fine. All right. And we got untreated sawmill. So would we like to build that right now? Excuse me. I don't see why we wouldn't. I think we do it. Untreated sawmill. You build it in one of these districts. Go with that one. Yeah, I think things are going pretty well. The pilgrims are, like, definitely the lowest on the totem pole, but there's such a small portion of the population, maybe it doesn't matter. Whose doing was that? I refuse to comment.
Please dispatch gift boxes to the steward by post.
Thank
to
you.
avoid unnecessary queuing.
Yeah, we wouldn't want unnecessary queuing. We've explored the plains and not quite the mountains. So where's the plains here? Oh, all the way up here. What have we found? Hot Springs Mushroom Cave. Our scouts found a variety of mushrooms growing within the different depths of this cave. Broken heat pipes run through the caverns. The scouts suspect this place was an attempt by the Hot Springs populace to develop a hardier food source. We could take the mushrooms to add more variety to our hothouses, or we could repair this facility and share its benefits with the Hot Springs people. Creates a food harvesting site, and the Hot Springs will be pleased. Or we could take the mushrooms, and food production efficiency is increased. And you must be Hot Springs. Bone traders. Some people from the Hot Springs have started a market for goods crafted from bone. It appears that a herd of musk ox froze in the valley. They have made use of every part of the frozen beasts to sustain themselves, including the bones. The traders are on the verge of starving. They will happily give us goods for some food. Let's come back later. We might be able to make use of that, but right now I feel like our goods stockpile is actually fairly okay. Or maybe, is that the one that's actually low? Hold on, I want to look at the city. Goods. Oh yeah, we could take goods for 5,000 food. We did just give away 10,000 food, so it makes me, like, a little ill to throw away more food. Hot Springs will be pleased. Do we even care? Does it matter? I think I would rather have food production efficiency in my own city increased. That seems like a useful thing to do. Place is too barren to benefit us. This is the place that should be on, right? Here? Connect the Skyway? Did we not already do this? Like, what's this little route here? Maybe that's not a skyway. Maybe that's a normal trade route or whatever. Maybe I screwed that up. Well, anyway, this is a great place to pause the episode. We're very close to the whiteout kicking in, probably next episode. So if you guys enjoyed the episode, please click the like button. It helps me out a lot. If you want to see more episodes of Frostpunk 2 or the other videos I have going on the channel, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you have your notifications on so you know when the next videos go live. But until next time, everybody, I hope you had a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody!